chillin', serial killing, pre-core villains on the mic, got you reeling. 5-star rated from the floor to the ceiling. If you catch a 1-star, no time for feelings. Got a demon DJ on the ones and twos, by the name Beelzebub, so don't get confused. So grab a seat by the fire, roast them all over two, and prepare to hear the legend of the Straight Chillin' Crew.
What up, nerds, and welcome to a very special episode of Straight Chilling. It is your boy Bob coming solo at you today, but I do have two very special guests on the show here to talk about the first annual Jacksonville Film Festival. Welcome to the show for the very first time, DJ and Sam. What's going on, guys?
Thank you. It's the first annual Jacksonville Horror Film Festival.
Horror? Did I leave out the word horror?
You did. We
the
don't want to
most
be
important
confused.
part.
We don't want to be confused with the Jacksonville Film Festival, which is no longer a thing right now. But we're friends with Nikki. We know him. We're good buddies with him. But we want to make sure that it is the first annual Jacksonville Horror Film Festival.
Right. Sorry, that's my bad. But yeah, welcome to the show, guys. Very, very happy to have you on to talk about the first Jacksonville Horror Film Festival.
Thank you.
So first off, I just thought maybe we could start with a little bit about y'all's background. Are you filmmakers yourselves? Are you creatives? How did you sort of get into this situation here?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, so I'm a filmmaker and producer, and I've been making horror movies since 2019. And I actually shot a horror movie here last year in Jacksonville called The Hellgate. And we took it to Cannes and ended up getting a worldwide distribution deal there. And we're trying to put Jacksonville on the map for, a new destination in Florida, really, for a new destination for horror films. And it's always kind of been, and during that film, I was looking for a cave to shoot some scenes. And, we all know Florida for its cavernous regions and lack thereof. So I knew Sam at the time, and she is an architect by trade. And I was like, I need a cave. What am I going to do? And she was like, why don't we just build one?
Nice.
And so then I was like, okay. And then she had no idea what she was signing up for. And we spent
Absolutely not.
We spent 2 months in that cave from design to finish to be able to, have these scenes. And it's a wonderful, awesome looking set. And I'm super proud. But then, so that's how we met. And that's been her foray into film. And then I, again, was just like, hey, want to do a film festival?
Sure, why not?
I mean, we worked so well in the cave, and believe it or not, I think there was only one fight for 2 months, and it's because a stapler fell on my head. So that might have caused it. And so we worked really well together, and he approached me about the festival, know that I'm an organized person, and thought I'd be a good fit for this. And ever since I've met DJ, it's only horror movies. And so he's kind of opened my mind to horror. And I wasn't, I guess, a huge fan before. I knew of horror, obviously, but I was like, no, it'll be too scary. And he was like, we're going to the theater. And so now I have a love for it. And here we are.
Awesome. That's one hell of a story. I'm sure you're going to make sure that cave is used in every movie you make from now on, right?
Well, we had to tear it down.
Oh, no.
It was built. It was built because one of DJ's things was, first of all, this thing was huge. It was probably like 14 feet by like 20 feet. I mean, it was very large. And he wanted it built in a way that we can take it apart and put it somewhere else. So this wasn't nails and screws. This was all bolts and in a fabric and paper in a way that it can like accordion together and be transported. But he decided to tear it apart and scrap the pieces or materials. So it's gone.
I was spending $600 a month to house that thing.
Understandable. Yeah.
So it's gone.
So now it is gone.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
at the time we were happy about it being gone. I think
Yeah.
it was stressful.
I bet. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Well, let's get into some of the details of the festival, the Jacksonville Horror Film Festival. What is it? What's the elevator pitch for this? Just tell people what's going on here.
Sure. So basically, this is the Jacksonville Horror Film Festival that will take place Friday, March 13th and 14th, and we are collecting films from all over the world. So short films, feature films, music videos, all horror themed. And we're going to showcase them over 2 days here in Jacksonville. And so it's about 13 hours of horror films. When you're not watching the films, there will be a space outside the auditorium for double-line tables of vendors, cosplayers, costume contests, all of that jazz, theme food and drink. Friday night, we're going to break for the after party called Duval After Dark. And Saturday night will end with a black tie or costume optional award ceremony. So we're super excited. It's going to be at the downtown Jacksonville Library in the Hicks Auditorium. And we have the film commissioner backing us up and the city, and we're going to be more excited. Does have anything out? I don't know.
No, that's it.
Well, that sounds incredible. I think it's important to let everybody know like where they can get tickets, and also I know you guys are currently accepting submissions, so maybe let folks know where they should submit their films if they're interested in doing so.
Yeah, so if you are looking to submit a film, because we are taking submissions, it's just on Film Freeway. So just go to filmfreeway.com, search Jacksonville Horror Film Festival. We should pop right up. We just went public today, a month after our early bird special, which is a whole that's a whole debacle with getting publicly listed on Film Freeway is the most annoying thing in the world. But it's good because, they're trying to gatekeep and filter out, a bunch of scammers, even though they get through. But in order to really legitimize festivals, they have a pretty grueling verification process. And so it took us about a month and a half to get verified. But anyway, so you can submit your film on Film Freeway, and then you can buy tickets on the website, jackshorrorfilmfest.com. There's a little tab there that says attend the fest, and you can buy tickets right there. We have single day passes, weekend passes, VIP passes. And so that's where you can go.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll try and include some links in the details of this show as well whenever it drops, just to make it as easy as possible for people to access all that information. Are there certain types of movies you guys are looking for when it comes to submissions? I know you're accepting movies from all over the world, shorts, features, anthologies. Do you have any sort of spotlight for local stuff?
We do. We do have a Florida film block that will be playing, where we will have submissions from Florida and Jacksonville. So Florida filmmakers, Jacksonville and Florida filmmakers specifically get a special discount on their submissions. So they just have to show that they are a Florida filmmaker, and they get a special discount on their submissions. And the selected films will be shown at a Florida film block. So we will have that.
Okay, awesome. That include, I assume, like thrillers and things that are sort of like genre adjacent.
Yep, all horror and horror adjacent content is accepted.
Okay, awesome. And it sounds like this is going to be obviously very much about the movies, but it seems like you're trying to make it more of like a horror, like a cultural event of some sort, I guess. You said you're going to have like multiple, or at least a couple parties, vendors, costumes. It's going to be sort of a whole to-do. And it starts on a Friday the 13th too, which the date couldn't be any better, right?
Right. Well, we started planning for February, but the venue said, well, actually, we have Friday the 13th available. We're like, okay, we'll take that.
Yeah. It kind of just fell into our lap. It was pretty awesome. And we love having this in March because the weather's great in Jacksonville, and there's not a lot of stuff to do yet. In the springtime downtown, especially nothing spooky to do. So if you're of that, ilk. Yeah. And, you want to have a film festival that you can go to that you don't have to worry about what are you going to this year because everything happens in October, right. So you don't have to worry about what festival or what con or whatever that you're going to, you can definitely go to one in March because maybe you're on spring break already, so you got the time, or you're not and you need a break. And
You make your own spring break.
You make your own spring break at the film festival. So that's we're really excited for that date.
Yeah, that's true, man. I like being someone that is sort of constantly surrounded by horror related things. October is insanity, and to like try and squeeze one more festival in there, I totally get why you would want to go outside of that just a little bit.
Yeah, we've already been invited to multiple events on October 25th, and it's just thank God we didn't have the festival in October. It just would have been competing with everything.
Yeah, it's a busy month for sure.
Yeah.
You said you guys receiving like some backing from the city, the film commissioner Adam, as well as the downtown library. Was any of that like hard to come by, or were they all like pretty much there from jump?
Well, I'll let you. All right, I'll let you talk about the library. So, I being a filmmaker here in Jacksonville, I make myself known in the film office, and so Todd knows who I am. Him and I went to Cannes at the same time this year, so we were on the same flight. We were in the Florida tent at Cannes, and I've known Adam ever since I've been here, and I'm really good friends with him, and so they support me and everything that we do here, and so it was super easy to be like, hey man, we want to throw a festival, we want to throw a horror festival, we want to make it a Jacksonville thing. That we specifically put Jacksonville in the name because we wanted to include the city in this. We wanted to include the culture of Jacksonville in this. We want to make Jacksonville spooky. That's what we want to do. So if Jacksonville has a culture, we want it to be pretty dark. And so that's why we wanted to do that. We were like, look, this is what we want to do. Festivals are great tourist attractions. Mm-hmm. We think there's plenty of stuff here to do. It's going to bring attention and money to the city if it's successful, which, we're very confident will be. And they were like, yeah, whatever we can do. And that's kind of what led us towards the Hicks. And then. Yeah.
So the film commissioner, Todd, he led us to the Hicks. He has a relationship with David over there. And because they wanted back the city for film and the arts, they wanted to work with us. They gave us a discount to be there. This theater, this auditorium that is hidden inside the downtown library, none of us even knew about it, fits 400 people.
Yeah.
Who knew? And that was one of DJ's things, is instead of sitting in like a wedding kind of chair for 13 hours, we wanted something that supports your back a little bit.
I didn't want another film event taking place at WJCT. No shade to WJCT.
Yeah.
That's a great venue, beautiful venue, but we went to the LOL and we went to the 48, and you're sitting in these wedding style chairs for only 2 hours, and it's just like, I mean, I already don't have an ass, so I'm just sitting on bone. And so like that starts to suck after a while. And when you're watching a movie, you want a theater experience. And so I was like, if I can help it. And, it sucks that, we're going to do another RIP for Sunray. For Sunray. So we're going to do another, rest in peace for them. But because they're gone, it's slim pickings. And that's why we were so happy that we actually got the Hicks, because it's like, oh my God, it's an actual auditorium with auditorium style seats in the theater.
Downtown. And that was another thing to celebrate the city instead of just going to Tinseltown or whatever. Like, we want to celebrate downtown. We want to utilize it. We can't be more excited. And then also, I believe they're going to upgrade their audio and everything. And that's like an initiative to kind of get that going. And so, yeah.
That's amazing. That's really, really cool. Yeah, it's interesting. I've only been down there a handful of times for classes that I was taking at UNF at the time, but it does seem very underutilized, and probably because nobody knows that theater is there. But it is a great space. So I'm glad you guys were able to lock that down. I know you guys are just obviously very interested in the arts. You're very creative people, made films yourself, but this does seem like a very large undertaking. What was sort of like the main push into like just sort of taking that leap and deciding you're going to make this thing happen, make it a reality?
So I'm actually I'm actually a member of the Chamber of Commerce, the Jacksonville Chamber of Commerce, and I was fortunate enough to be awarded small business leader of the year for the downtown council for my production company. And so I've been fortunate enough to go to a bunch of different meetings with other business people, and I ran into somebody. So I ran into Robin Wabi of Wabi Financial, and she was just like so taken aback by what I do. She's like, "You do what? You make movies? Yeah. You make horror movies? Yeah. Here? Yeah, here." She's like, "Oh, that's so awesome." And she was like, and so we were talking, and I just happened to float the idea of a film festival, and she was like, "Oh, well, I'll sponsor you guys if you want to do something like that."
Awesome.
And so like we can't say no, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Well, okay, we'll do it." And
Yeah.
so I called Sam, and I was like, "Hey, you want to do a festival?"
Well, what happened, I think it was that Saturday, we went to the comic book convention here in town, and we started talking about a festival, and I was like, we don't have anything going for it. Like, maybe we should focus on our other projects.
Yeah, I forgot.
And then 3 days later, he was like, "It's a real thing. You want to do it?"
Yeah.
And I've been looking for a passion project on my end. Like I said, I'm a licensed architect, so I sit at a computer all day. This is something just to bring out more creative endeavors in the city. So
That's amazing. Yeah. So the stars just kind of aligned all of a sudden. You're like, okay, like there's no
Yeah.
reason not to anymore. So we might as well
Yep.
make it a reality.
and it's been a lot. It's only been 2 months, and we already have about 10 submissions. We're public on Film Freeway. We have sponsorship. We have city behind us. We have a venue.
We need vendors.
We need vendors. We
So-
need more sponsors.
Yeah,
Like,
so if you're looking to sponsor the event or you want to be a vendor, please hit us up. We have a contact form on our website. We want to talk to you. We really want to talk to you.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I might be able to help you guys out with that. I know
Yeah.
Awesome.
a few people that I'm sure would want to be there actually. So yeah, maybe I can just shoot you an email with some contacts or something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be
absolutely.
great.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds rad. I guess just to kind of like wrap up and summarize everything here, I do want to, whenever the festival gets a little bit closer, have you guys back on with sort of some more finalized information and just kind of remind everybody the festival's around the corner and all that. So we'll definitely have you guys on again to do all that. But in the meantime, if anybody has any additional questions for you guys about the festival, they happen to be listening to this, maybe a vendor's listening, where would they hit you guys up at?
The website, jackshorrorfilmfest.com, and then just fill in the contact form. There's a drop-down menu of what you're going to contact us about, or shoot us a DM. We're on Instagram at Jack's Horror Fest. So just shoot us a DM. Either Sam or I will respond. We're on there every day, so just hit us up there, or jackshorrorfest@gmail.com. That's our email address. But honestly, like the easiest way is to just go to the website. That's really the easiest way to get a hold of us, the website or Instagram.
Yeah.
Cool. Brad, well, do you have any additional news about Hellgate, the movie you said you got you sold basically?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we landed worldwide distribution for that, and so that should be coming out either later this year or early next year. That's about the news. We just went through the deliverables phase, so they got all the deliverables. It's got to pass QC, blah blah blah. But I just got off the phone with them last week, and they were like, "Yeah, we're looking at probably a December, January release, somewhere around there." So I was like, "That's cool." But so that's what it is right now. But you can go to bloodscribecreations.com. That's my production website, and you can see news about the Hellgate there.
Awesome. I definitely look forward to seeing it. I can't wait for the festival. I'm very, very excited for that. I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for your time. Sam, DJ, lovely chatting with you. Like I said, we'll definitely get you back on the show. And if you guys are listening and want to hit these folks up, I'll have links in the show notes. So start clicking away and get those tickets for the Jacksonville Horror Film Festival.
Yay.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right,
Thank you.
bye-bye.